crazy stuff going on there. And not only are we impatient people, we're also people that crave recognition and individuality. This is the society that we live in today. So here we have a company in the US that's come up with 3D printing of pancakes. IHOP is testing this right now. So you walk in, it basically scans your face and then creates a pancake with your face on it. So you can eat your own pancake. Because we don't want to eat like the same pancake that the person next to us is eating, apparently. So this kind of stuff is happening, and it's crazy, but that's the world we live in. I want to show you one last example. This is a project that we did in the UK just about 2 months ago now, for a charitable organization also. We tend to get these guys involved in a lot of things because we want to help them out. But it blends a lot of technology. So we're using facial recognition technology, we're using location, we're using geo-targeted SMS, and digital screens, and all that coming together to make this happen. But it's not about the technology, it's about how people react to it, how they're engaged with it, that is really important. So here we go. Technology in that, and there's, it's all coming together, but nobody who's walking by that poster and engaging with it is thinking about privacy issues or thinking about any of those things, right? They're just thinking about, hey, look, I see I can make a change here, and then there's this geo-targeted SMS, and I'll make a donation, right? I'm engaged with it, right? By the way, Weave, which is what you saw came up there with it when the SMS donation request came out. Weave is a consortium between O2, Vodafone, and Orange in the UK around proximity marketing. So anyhow, that's an example of what's going to do. The last thing I want to share with you, and I know I'm a little bit over time, so I apologize. I want to show you one last example, because in Canada, I'm from Canada, I live in Toronto, and there's only 2 things that we care about over there. Anybody know what those 2 things are? Ice hockey and?
Raptors.
No. It's not sports. What's the other thing? Beer. Come on, people, beer. Drink beer. So I'm going to show you an example of a project that we did with one of the biggest brewery companies in Canada. That the important thing to think about is we can have all this great technology, we can have beacons and proximity and screens and facial recognition, all of that. None of it matters if we forget about the fact that we're talking to people, and people are still, as much as we're intellectually motivated, we still have hearts, and we're motivated by emotion. And so here's a good example of how we can do that. So whatever you do, don't forget to create experiences, engage with people on an emotional level. The technology is just something that helps make it all happen, but shouldn't be front and center. So places wherever you are right now, the location is the cookie. It's the cookie for the physical world. And it's not just about mobile, but it's about that integration of media around places. Those are the three things I want you to remember. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. I see. That's a huge round of applause for you. Those case studies were fantastic. I think a lot of us here who are in marketing and media would be very surprised to see some of that work out there now, and hopefully very motivated and inspired as well to try and bring some of that to us. So now we enter the second phase of the evening, where we invite a seat back up, so don't go away.
All right.
So to be here on the panel, we have two other panelists, and let me line those up for you. Screen door. Give me a break. So if you can have Alex and Mark up here as well as Tony. So just by way of an introduction. Yeah, you just get up here. So Tony Cunninger is basically the LBMA in Australia and Proximity, CEO of Proximity. So I'm going to hand over to Tony, who's actually brought the evening here for us tonight, brought Asif over from Toronto, and is going to talk a little bit about Proximity, which is his company, and how the LBMA is going to be launched in Australia. Tony.
Thank you, Zach. There are a couple of clarifications required, and I'm sure Alex, Proximity CEO, will hopefully clarify all issues in relation to my employment as the sales and marketing director, but that's a minor complication in relation to the circuit. Anyway, I think it's probably desirable for us to extrapolate upon what Asif has noted and try and give some local context to Proximity, a location-based marketing association. One might say hyper-local advertising and communications as a more general and location. So maybe in the first instance, if we can just go through the panel and give some relevance to each person and their particular expertise. So Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm the CEO of Proximity. We're a Melbourne-based, location-based services technology company.
Great. My name is Mark Brown. I'm the GM for products and services for Density Aegis. Specifically, I work for iPass with the digital performance element of the time.
I'm George Silvadakis, GM for creative marketing for an engineering company at HP, so more B2B than B2C.
Hello, my name is Ryan Scott. I'm the creative marketing manager at NHP. I work at Cambridge, Junior Officer in the
All right, and I think everyone knows going.
So maybe in the first instance, Alex, if you can just discuss sort of Australia and proximity and location.
Yeah, sure. I guess location is really everyone sort of around location-based services is at a time for learning. I think the industry is just changing at such a rapid rate that the best thing that we've got sort of going is the team that can really sort of work with the companies to understand how they could actually apply location-based services within their own organisation. And I think on the panel we've got a couple of really sort of trusted clients and partners that have been on the journey with us from quite early on.
Maybe pass it on and talk. Some examples.